Detective Danny Rohr, an experienced police officer with a sad past, sat in his therapist's office. As he talked, he kept mentioning a certain park, the place that had changed his life forever. His therapist encouraged him to talk about these memories. Danny was hesitant but started to share the heartbreaking story of how, 3 years ago, his daughter Minnie, who was only 7, was taken from that park. Despite looking everywhere, he never found her, and the stress of this loss broke his marriage. Now, as Danny checked a work message on his phone, he told the therapist that his job was the only thing keeping him stable. Leaving the office, he was overwhelmed by memories as he looked at old family photos on his phone. Outside, his partner, Nix, waited in the car. As they drove, Nix mentioned a tip about a planned robbery at the Bank of Austin. Danny was doubtful at first, but Nix mentioned that similar thefts had happened at other banks, where thieves took items from safety boxes but left the cash. Watching the bank, Danny noticed a man on a bench nearby. The man talked about the weather with someone walking by, but Danny felt something was wrong, maybe a secret message. Ignoring advice from his team, he followed the man into the bank. Inside, things got strange quickly. A woman, tricked by the stranger that it was a sunny day, started taking off her clothes and wandered into the street, causing accidents. At the same time, the man Danny was following convinced the bank teller it was time to close. She closed her window, leaving Danny to continue his chase. Believing the man knew something about his daughter, Danny had a guard open a specific safety box. Inside, he found just a photo of Minnie with a mysterious note saying, "Find Lev Del Rain." Suddenly, police rushed into the bank with guns ready. Amid the chaos, the mysterious man stayed strangely calm. The receptionist, ignoring Danny's calls, headed towards the safety boxes, got shot by a cop, but managed to escape in a police car, only to crash moments later and die. Just before, a mysterious man had stolen a safety deposit box from a woman and placed a bomb in a car nearby. The car exploded in a huge fire before the police could stop it. Danny, full of anger and duty, chased the man up the stairs of a tall building. They stared at each other in a tense moment before Danny trapped him on the rooftop. As police arrived to arrest the suspect, the man tricked them into thinking Danny was the criminal using some sort of mind control trick. The officers, confused by the man's trick, turned against Danny. Facing the mind-controlling stranger, Danny brought up a photo he found in the safety box. A photo linked to his missing daughter Minnie. The man, realizing Danny might figure out his plan, tried to grab the photo, but Danny only wanted answers about his daughter and the mysterious Lev Del Rain. Ignoring Danny's questions, the man made the hypnotized officers fight each other and used the chaos to jump off the building and disappear. Back on the ground, Danny told his partner Nix that the bank robbery was connected to his daughter's kidnapping. Nix was doubtful but interested and agreed to help look into it. While checking security footage from the robbery, Danny got an important tip from Nix, a traced call that led them to an address. They went to Diana Cruz, a fortune teller known to the police but never caught. They arrived to find Diana in the middle of a tense meeting with a biker who got angry at seeing the cops. As Danny tried to talk to Diana, chaos broke out again when the biker drove through the store in a wild escape, almost hitting Diana. Danny quickly moved her to safety. With no other options, Danny took Diana to a safe place to learn more. Diana explained the mysterious man's ability to control people's minds and make them commit crimes. Nix was skeptical until Diana showed her power on him, making him think he was a prisoner following her orders. In a dark safe house, Detective Danny Rohr faced a surprising turn in his case. Diana Cruz, a fortune teller, admitted that she couldn't hypnotize Danny's partner, Nix. Just then, outside their hideout, a mysterious person captured Nix. Diana then revealed a big secret. The man behind everything was named Lev Delra, and both she and Delra were former hypnotists, trained by a secret agency to control minds for American political efforts overseas. Delra, the most talented among them, had gone rogue, trying to take over the agency. Diana had opposed him, leading to his arrest, but she knew he wouldn't be captured for long. She had cut ties and hidden herself, but the recent thefts showed that Delra was active again and targeting her. Suddenly, the lights went out. When they came back on, they saw Nix, now controlled by Delra, ready to attack. Danny tried to calm the situation, but Nix kept attacking. In a desperate move, Danny handcuffed Nix to a metal bar. Nix, trying to escape, hurt himself badly. Diana, in a terrible turn of events, had to end his life to protect herself. Faced with the seriousness of the situation, Danny angrily questioned Diana, who sadly explained that Nix was beyond help, and she had just freed him from his pain. Now on the run and accused of killing Nix, Danny and Diana escaped. As they traveled, Danny showed Diana the important photo from the bank's safety box, explaining that Delra had taken his daughter. Their escape led them to a diner where a suspicious sheriff almost caught them. Diana quickly hypnotized him, sending the police away, but their break was short. Delra, always manipulating, found them and trapped them. As Delra approached, Danny used the photo to distract him, telling Diana to find a way out. They raced away, with Danny hiding among train cars. Delra's control started to confuse Danny's sense of what was real. Just in time, Diana drove up in a truck, saving Danny from being caught. They escaped to Mexico, where Diana told Danny that he had a special mental resistance that protected him from being controlled. Danny Rohr's search for his missing daughter haunted him. At the Mexican border, he and Diana Cruz, a woman skilled in hypnosis, encountered a big problem. A border guard, holding up wanted posters with their pictures, seemed ready to stop them, but Diana quickly hypnotized him, and they entered Mexico without trouble. Once safe, Diana took Danny to meet Jeremiah, her former boss in the secret group that trained them. Unlike Diana, Jeremiah couldn't be hypnotized. Diana warned Danny that Jeremiah might not welcome them because she had left the group, and told Danny to be cautious. They used their hypnotic skills on Jeremiah to find out important information. Delra, the hypnotist gone bad, was looking for Domino, a powerful tool the group had made to control even the strongest hypnotists. Delra had taken Domino and then made himself forget where it was, setting up mental clues to help him remember later. The photo of Danny's daughter Minnie was one of these clues. As Jeremiah looked at the photo, Diana got suspicious of his true intentions. Suddenly, Jeremiah acted differently. He was actually Delra in disguise. He started shooting, making Danny and Diana run into the crowded streets. Delra used his powers to make civilians chase them. In a rush, Danny and Diana took a motorcycle. They were soon cornered, and Diana and Delra had a mental showdown, with Delra controlling police officers to attack them. In that intense moment, Danny discovered he could also use hypnotic powers, breaking Delra's control over the civilians, which led to Delra's capture. Neither Danny nor Diana knew how Danny had managed to use such power. Wanting to learn more about his new abilities, Diana suggested they find River, a hacker who had once helped her leave the group. At first, River was scared to open his door because he was afraid of Delra, but Diana convinced him that hiding was no longer safe, and he let them in through a secret door hidden as a refrigerator. This new friend might help them uncover more secrets. In River's secret lab, filled with articles about world events caused by hypnotics, the mood was tense. River, a skilled hacker, was shocked when he heard how Danny Rohr had escaped Delra's mind control. He quickly started searching through the division's database for information on Danny's ex-wife, Vivian Riley. Despite his efforts, Vivian's current location was hidden behind strong encryption. Danny, feeling overwhelmed, struggled to accept this news with what he remembered. He had known Vivian since college, and even though their marriage had struggled after their daughter Minnie was taken, he couldn't believe she might be involved with the division. Diana, always supportive, tried to calm him, sharing a quiet moment to ease his worry. Later, while Diana took a bath, Danny got a scary call from Delra. The rogue hypnotist used his powers to force Danny to attack Diana. Despite the mental attack, Danny resisted, his sense of reality changing under the pressure. Diana, feeling his distress, ended the spell with a kiss, causing Danny to see his wife Vivian's face in hers. That night, a restless Danny searched through the database while River slept. He found out the shocking truth. Diana was Vivian. His reality fell apart as he saw her face in their old photos. The illusions fading. The revelations kept coming. Minnie, their daughter, was not just a kidnapped child. She was Domino, created by two powerful hypnotists. When Danny confronted Diana, now known as Vivian, about where their daughter was, she flipped the situation, telling him that he had taken Minnie. Danny's memories slowly came back. He had taken Minnie to save her from the division's plan to use her as a weapon. Vivian had been ready to give their daughter up, but Danny had hidden her away. The truth hit hard. Danny realized that everything he had been through, the places, the events, even the people, were part of a hypnotic world created in a facility by division agents. Nix, his partner, revealed that Danny had hidden Minnie and then erased his own memories to protect her, all within the last 4 years since his capture. Here, Vivian and Delra shared a surprising fact with Detective Danny Rohr. His daughter Minnie had been brought up by the division, trained to be a strong tool for their secret missions. Danny had run away with Minnie to stop this from happening, but the division was persistent. They had set up a complicated mental game, replaying events to bring back Danny's hidden memories. 6 weeks ago, a photo of Minnie suddenly appeared at the division's office, but only Danny knew the true reason behind it. Confused and under pressure, when they asked Danny to explain who Lev Delra was, he panicked and ran away, ending up in a strange place, a stage that copied his life's experiences. Trapped, Delra explained that Danny had been put through this manipulative test 12 times already. Each time ended as Danny started to notice things didn't add up, making the scenario fall apart. Defiant, Danny challenged them to try a 13th time, promising he would never give away Minnie's location before he was knocked out. When he woke up, Diana, his closest friend but still part of the division, told him she loved him but warned that his mind was almost broken. Despite her saying it was for Minnie's safety, Danny strongly refused her, leading her to start the scenario again. Reset to the start, Danny found himself back in a therapist's office, unknowingly repeating the same actions and words as before. However, his natural powers soon woke up, snapping him out of the fake reality during the planned bank robbery. In the confusion, he grabbed a vehicle and made a risky escape. Diana tried to use her hypnotic powers to stop him, but Danny's determination was stronger, and he escaped from her control. As he ran away, his partner Nix found an important clue in Danny's notebook. Find Lev Delra wasn't a person. It stood for a place, Deer Valley Lane. A tense chase took Danny to a remote farm at the end of Deer Valley Lane, owned by Carl and Thelma Everett, who happily recognized him. In a moving reunion, it turned out that Danny had been their foster child, and they had been secretly looking after Minnie for the past 3 years, keeping her safe from the division. As Danny Rohr and his daughter Minnie reunited at the remote ranch owned by Carl and Thelma Everett, the calm scene quickly changed to one filled with tension and danger. Helicopters flew overhead, signaling the arrival of division agents who wanted to take Minnie back. Carl and Thelma, protective and determined, stood ready with shotguns. Inside, Danny and Minnie hugged for the first time in years, catching up after being apart so long. Their reunion was interrupted when division agents rushed the property from the air and on the ground. Carl and Thelma bravely threatened to defend their home, but the situation got worse when the agents started shooting, sadly killing them. Amid the chaos, Diana, who had once been close to Danny, tried to talk, asking Thelma where Minnie was with desperation in her eyes. Thelma, smiling wisely, gave no information. Danny faced Diana, accusing her of losing her own will to the division. Delra, the division leader, then gave Danny a tough choice: give up Minnie to the division or risk death. Surprisingly, Minnie walked outside, hugged Diana, and praised her, confusing everyone. It was then that Delra realized Minnie was controlling the situation with her powers. As he ordered his agents to attack, Minnie's abilities made them see illusions, thinking they were real threats. The agents turned on each other in confusion. Carl and Thelma, although badly hurt, managed to defeat the remaining attackers. The reality around Delra changed into just a stage set, and in his final moments of confusion, Minnie made him turn his weapon on himself. Afterward, Minnie's actions brought back Vivian's memories, showing that Vivian had once helped Danny and Minnie escape. Knowing the division wanted to use Minnie as a weapon, Vivian had wiped her own memories to protect her daughter until she was strong enough to break down the division herself. It was also revealed that Minnie had cleverly placed the photo of Find Lev Delra within the division to start the search, planning her own rescue. Now truly free from the division's control, Danny, Minnie and Vivian could finally choose their own way, ending their story with a new freedom. Thanks for your time.